Oh my goodness, you guys. So let me tell you, I'm in the chair right now giving blood as we speak. And this is my first time in giving blood. I was so nervous, but honestly, you guys, this has been the easiest process ever. All of the people here, they make you feel very at ease with everything that's going on. The poke, you could barely feel it. And it only took about 5 minutes to fill out that questionnaire that you have to do right before this. So you guys, I mean, my first time, I feel like this is a pretty easy thing that you can do to give back. So. Well, hey there. Good morning, you guys. So here's the deal. Back in October 2020, a lawsuit was settled to cut back that maritime force in certain parts to be 3 feet or less. But now council members are questioning if that's the right move. So the lawsuit, it says it is. You guys, so it's being moved about a mile to Snowden Road, and that may not sound far, but you do have to think about the logistics here, you guys. This is a nearly 120-year-old building being moved in on the back of a truck. So Heather Plain, she's actually a 2-time breast cancer survivor, and she's actually been cancer-free for over 2 years now. And when I met her yesterday, you could really see the light in her eyes.
For the first time, Alec Murdaugh's attorney addressed the fact his client is a person of interest in his wife and son's murders, but
he denies any involvement, any knowledge. He found them. Somebody out there is responsible for the death, the horrible, almost execution-style deaths of Maggie and Paul. It's not Alec.
So who killed Maggie and Paul Murdaugh in Carlton County this past June? We'll have to wait for SLED to complete its investigation. But in the meantime, Dick Harpootlian is trying to simmer rumors surrounding his client. Our Amy Russo has some revelations about the twisted facts in this case. It's a story you'll only see on ABC News 4.
Attorney Dick Harpootlian appeared on Good Morning America on Friday to set the record straight about claims made against his client, Alec Murdaugh. In a story that seems to unravel by the day, it's no surprise the public is coming up with theories about what really happened.
Thirst for knowledge about this case has driven a number of outlets to say things that are false.
One of the most talked about situations was Alec Murdaugh really shot in the head?
He suffered a bullet wound to the head. And so Eddie Smith's not telling the truth, and obviously he's got reasons not to tell the truth.
Curtis Eddie Smith, the man accused of shooting Murdaugh, has publicly denied that claim. This is what Smith told us exclusively on September 20th.
It's crushing to know that evidently I mean nothing to nobody, especially him. I have no ill will towards the man whatsoever.
When Murdaugh appeared in court on September 16th, he was not wearing a bandage, nor did we see any visible injury.
And we furnished to you this morning medical records from the hospital, which indicate he had 2 bullet wounds in the head, his skull was fractured, he had a brain bleed, and he was put in ICU because his life was in danger as a result of being shot in the head. Smith's bullet did not penetrate his skull. It did fracture his skull. It left what we believe is an entrance and exit wound on the side of his head.
Now that he's charged with 2 felonies, did Alec Murdaugh take millions in insurance money meant for his housekeeper's sons? His attorney says he'll address that the next time he's in court.
He has indicated clearly that he is going to try to right every wrong, financial wrong, and others that he may have committed.
Working for you, Amy Russo, ABC News 4.
Well, Harpootlian also confirms Alec has reconciled with the fact that he's going to prison.
In this town, nobody questioned the Murdaughs for 100 years.
You know, powerful people make powerful enemies.
From the studios of WCIV ABC News 4 in Charleston, this is the podcast Unsolved South Carolina. Case file number 1, the Murdaughs.
Heard a bit of it there. Suspicious deaths, missing money, plenty of bizarre twists. ABC News 4 is kicking off our latest project with the Murdaugh investigation. You can catch the first episode of our new podcast on our website, abcnews4.com.
It's a day Candace Vincent says she'll never forget.
Really, the one thing that I remember is the terror that I saw in her eyes when I started hemorrhaging for the second time.
She was just a kid looking at her stepmom when the emergency happened.
Within a matter of seconds, I had filled up the sink with a ton of blood. It was terrible.
Candace thought she was in the clear after emergency surgery and a blood transfusion, but then just hours later,
it happened again. They took me back for another surgery, and that was where I had my second blood transfusion.
Thankfully, the second time was the charm. Candace made a full recovery, but the lasting memories, those continue to have an impact.
That's just one thing that I'm not ever going to be able to forget.
When she was a teenager, she decided it was time she gave someone else another chance at life.
Since I turned 16, I'm pretty sure my mom actually had to sign like a parental consent slip so that I could actually be able to donate my blood. So
that mindset has carried through to her adulthood. Every time she has a chance, she donates.
We're all in this together. So if that's the one thing that you can do to help out, then that should be it.
And even if she can't,
I try my best to get at least somebody else out there who can.
Working for you, Amy Russo, ABC News 4.